Hi, this is Ollie from Kettlebell MP, and today we're going to be talking about kettlebell selection. It's quite important before you start training that you know which weight to start with. Now for girls, we've got two basic weights we can start with. We've got the 8 kg for more athletic girls who are perhaps quite well trained, perhaps people that are quite into sports, but the 6 kg for women who really haven't done much. Similarly for guys, we've got a beginning weight of 12 kg for untrained people, and people that are slightly more athletic, slightly stronger, we've got a 14. So before you order a kettlebell, you want to have an estimation of which weight's appropriate for you. If in doubt, I'd always recommend to start off light, and then you can build your way up. Follow me over here. One of the exercises we can look at is a Swiss ball squat. And this is quite good to take a look at the mobility of your hips and your spinal posture. People always say that the swing is one of the most dangerous exercises we can do with the kettlebells. It's where a lot of the danger comes from in your lower back. Half of this can be the flexibility here and your spinal position. What you want to do this exercise is you want to have the middle of your back locking in to the curvature of the ball. This is how the middle portion of your spine should be when operating the neutral spine position. From here you want to put your shoulders back slightly and you want your feet slightly further away from you than you might think, so you're making a very slight triangle. From here we're going to squat. And what's really important if you come and look at my hips is that while I'm squatting down, my hips ever so slightly curve underneath the ball. At the same time, I'm maintaining a good upright position. Okay, so as I come down, it doesn't matter where your hands are, I'm just going to so you can see my hips. Moving underneath the ball, and you come up. If you're tight here, there'll be a tendency to bend forward. Similarly, if you've got a natural curvature of the spine, either lordosis or kyphosis, you'll have issues in where your hips go. So again, we're looking at coming down here. Another danger zone to watch out for is if you've got tightness coming down the inside of the leg and your knees will buckle and come together. So this isn't a strength test. If you can do 1 in this position, you should be able to do 10 or 12. If you can do 1, the only danger is that you might have particularly weak muscles in the quads, you might fatigue early and your technique will falter. So as long as you can get your hips moving underneath the ball, maintaining a decent upright posture of your spine, this is a good indication that you can go up to the heavier weight. Again, just to clarify, that would be 8 kg for girls, 14 kg for guys. Good. Okay, the second exercise, and this is an exercise that's good in self-recall conditioning, is the plank. The reason we're going to look at the plank, although it's not really a mobility exercise, is to see if you've got the basic core strength that means that you're not going to be doing the techniques appropriate and safely, yet still developing pain in the base of your spine. Simply because if the core muscles aren't strong enough, they'll pass effort round and you won't be able to maintain technique when swinging. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down and make a triangle with our elbows and our hands. Keeping your straight back, take one foot forward, the other foot, and you're going to lock the hips out. Now if you've got particularly weak abdominals, you might find this difficult to even get into position let alone maintain. If that's the case, you want to start at the lightest weight, and it would probably be preferable to build this up so you can quite comfortably do 30 seconds or more before we start to do the kettlebells. As long as this isn't causing pain in the lower spine itself, it's perfectly safe to do and to just build the time you can go for. If you can maintain this position comfortably for 45 seconds or more, you should be okay to start at the heavier weight. And again, for guys that's 14 kg and for girls it's 8 kg. If you can get into this position but you struggle to maintain for 45 seconds, really again I recommend that you go to the lower weight. And again, this is a safe test you can do at home. All you need is a Swiss ball, they're very easy to come by. You can buy them at any supermarket these days, let alone go into a sports shop. You can find them in any gym. But what this means is you can do a test without having a kettlebell to know what weight kettlebell you want to start. Okay?